Hello everyone. If you're new to this channel, I make easy to follow routing and flashing guides for your OnePlus phones. Because I've received a lot of requests for a video on how to route the OnePlus 7T and 7T Pro, I'm bringing you this video on how to do exactly that. The process is different because normally you flash a custom recovery like TWRP and then install Magisk through that recovery. However, TWRP doesn't work properly on the T models yet. Therefore, we will route without using a custom recovery. Now I have a OnePlus 7 Pro, but I can replicate the same process on my phone so you can follow on your 7T or your 7T Pro. The only thing that you will need to have done before this video is to have unlocked your bootloader. Now if you haven't done that, go and check out my other video and that will guide you through it and then return to this point. Just before we begin, I'm only making this guide because of the requests I have received. So basically, I listen to what you say. So if you have any other requests, let me know down in the comments. Also, it goes without saying, but if you have any questions or run into any issues, just let me know. So, without further ado, let's get into it. On your PC, you're going to need to download 3 different things. As always, the links will be provided in the description. So the first thing you will need is Platform Tools. Now this is just a folder that contains a list of commands that we will use later on to send files to the phone. The second thing is a program called Payload Dumper. Now I'll explain what that does later on. And the final thing you will need is the firmware for your OnePlus device. Now following the link in the description, you'll be taken to this website here. Now this is the official OnePlus website and they provide firmwares for their different OnePlus devices. So when you follow the link, make sure the region matches the region of your phone. So because I'm in the UK and I have a UK phone, I'm on the right website here. If you're in India and you've got an Indian model of the phone, just make sure that this is the Indian location. Again, if you're in the US, you will be after the global versions of the firmwares, so just make sure that says US. Now, you just want to follow the links for your device. So I have the OnePlus 7 Pro, so I'll be clicking here. Again, if you have the 7T or the 7T Pro, then just click on the relevant pictures. So when you click on your device, you'll be taken to this page here. Now, OnePlus provides the latest firmware for their devices. So if you haven't already updated your phone to the latest version, then make sure to do that in System Settings right now. You can check your version by going into into Settings and then click About Phone and then just check your build number. You want to make sure that this version here matches your build number on your device. Now if it doesn't, again, just update to the latest firmware. Then what you can do is go ahead and download here. So once you have everything downloaded, you want to go ahead and extract the firmware. I've already gone and done that in advance. So this is the folder with my extracted OnePlus firmware for my device. Now open up the folder and you are interested in the payload.bin. So now open up the payload dumper folder and go into payload input. Now you can go ahead and copy payload bin into this folder, and this is going to take a short while just to copy over. Once it's finished copying over, you can go ahead and close this and then go back here and run the payload dumper application. Now this is just going to open up a terminal window and start extracting different parts of the firmware. Now we are only interested in boot, so you can see it's actually already completed boot. So we can go into payload output and then you see the boot file here. Now what you want to do now is copy this boot file over onto your device. Now you can put it anywhere on the device. I choose the downloads folder, but anywhere will do. Once you've done that, we can go ahead and continue. Following the other link in the description, it will take you to a GitHub page with Magisk. Scroll down until you see all releases and click that. Now we are going to download Magisk Manager. So where it says Assets, click that and then download the APK file. Then go into your files and install the Magisk Manager application. It will say Magisk is not installed, but for now just ignore that and go into Settings. We want to change Update Channel to the beta option. Then you can return back to the main page of Magisk Manager. Click Install and then Install, and then select and patch a file. Now we want to select the boot image file that we got from the computer, and then in a second it will start patching the file. It says it is finished and it has placed the patched file in my downloads folder. I can go ahead and find that file. You can see that I have a magisk_patched file. Now take that file and transfer it back onto the computer so that we can flash it onto the phone. Once you have placed the patched boot image file onto your computer, you can then go ahead and shut down the device so that we can boot into fastboot mode. To boot into fastboot mode, we have to hold volume up, volume down, and the power button all at the same time until you feel a vibration. Once we are in fastboot mode, we can go ahead and connect the device to the computer. So now we want to open up a command prompt window and also the Platform Tools folder. Drag the fastboot command into the command prompt window and then type a space followed by devices and click enter. If you see a string of numbers followed by the word fastboot, that means your computer has correctly identified your phone and you can continue. If you don't see this, then it means that you probably don't have the correct drivers on your computer. So in the description, you'll see a link for OEM drivers and just download those. Once you've installed those drivers, just return to this point and your computer should recognize your phone. Next, we will drag the fastboot command into the command prompt window again, followed by space, flash, boot, and then drag the patched boot image that you took off your phone previously. The flashing process will take less than a second. Once you have flashed the patched boot image, the phone won't restart by itself. So just make sure that it says Start at the top and then simply click the power button to restart the device. Now, when you go to Magisk Manager, it might take a while just because the phone's just rebooted. It says Magisk is up to date and is now installed. What you can do just to double check that you are rooted is to go ahead and download an app called Root Checker. Go through all the introductory things, and then click Verify Root. Just click Grant, and it says, congratulations, you are rooted. So there we have it. You are now rooted on your OnePlus 7T or your 7T Pro. If this video helped you, please consider subscribing as I plan to release many more videos. Also, subscribing will put you in the draw to win a copy of Titanium Backup Pro. Again, I'm actually planning to do another giveaway when I reach 100 subscribers, so please stay tuned for that. So that's all I've got to say for now, and until next time.